Hello, good morning everyone. So Arnel Madraso here, the teacher blogger. Again, I am early for my morning's class. So my first my first class is 9 o'clock. So I'm early because I'm finalizing the grade of my thesis class for their midterm. So I'm checking their full draft that they submitted for the midterm grade. So we need to prioritize their midterm grade because it's almost midterm final exam. So that is the activity plan for this morning, and of course the blog. So we are blogging for the purpose of maybe inspiring or entertaining. Some of you find my blogs entertaining. In fact, I would want to thank you for supporting, for clicking, for always following whatever I'm presenting here in my blog. So thank you for supporting Applied Linguistics 101.blogspot.com and arnelmadraso.com. Okay, so the the storyline for this morning is the title of this blog is why goodbyes are really not that pleasant compared to hellos, or why goodbyes are not that pleasant compared to hellos. Okay, so when you say when you say goodbyes, we're talking about parting ways, no? For example, with your loved ones. Let's start with the family. For the reason that you need to study, maybe temporarily say goodbye to your family because you need to accomplish your education, you need to finish your education. So those who are staying uh, quite far from their families, for example, living at the provinces, then studying in Metro Manila, that's temporary goodbye. Or it could be saying goodbye permanently to your, for example, to your boyfriend or girlfriends. So it's really not that pleasant compared to saying hello to your loved one, correct? So it's really not pleasant. So why? Why is this so? Every time you say goodbye, every time you think about, okay, so maybe this is the end. Every time you think about it, somehow it's not that pleasant compared to saying hello. Hello would always be something new. Whenever you meet someone who is stranger or maybe acquaintances, no? It's always exciting to meet people on a hellos or on a hello basis rather than on goodbyes. No? On my part, so my family came here for a vacation. So 2 weeks is um, it's just like 2 weeks wouldn't still be enough. No, 2 weeks is like just a bubble. It just disappears. No? It's like time time runs very fast whenever you're staying with your family for a vacation. Then after that, they need to go home and you need to say goodbye. But that's tentative. No? That's temporary goodbye. So there are reasons why we feel that unpleasantness. No? Maybe because of the word attachment. No? We are attached to people, no? Especially our families. That's why it is not uh, advisable for family members to live far from each other because of this feeling. It's a human nature to be attached to people, especially our loved ones. Now, that's one. That's family. Second is uh, work. Uh, there would come a time in our career. For example, as a teacher, I've been to different schools, universities, and of course, it's not easy to say goodbye. It is not easy to say goodbye Maybe because we already established friendship, no? Rapport, friendship, family, that feeling of belongingness in an organization. So it is not easy to say goodbye. So if you'd ask me, did I regret saying goodbye to the institutions that I have been in contact with for quite some time? I think, yeah, at a certain degree, you might feel that unpleasantness. But I never regret because this is me now. No? I wouldn't be who I am now if I did not go through that process. So that process of developing a character, out of those experiences that I've been through, I think that's part, of who I am now. If you will remove that certain, you'd say that what if I didn't just say goodbye? What if I just stayed, for loyalty's sake? Maybe I wouldn't be the person that I'm now. I'm stronger. I would like to think that I'm more decisive, more goal seeking, no? And I think I have matured, in terms of dealing with people, dealing with my family, decision making, no, finances and all. I wouldn't be this decisive, this objective if I did not go through that process. So now, I never regret. I never regret my decisions to proceed to go to look for other opportunities. Now, as I always say, in the classroom, teach as if it's your last. So, if there would come a time that I would be confronted, and I think it's already coming, that I need to already finally decide whether I'll stay or whether I go home. If that would come, this is what I'm going to tell you. What is important is that during that moment that we are here, we are doing everything possible to share our fortitude, to share our excellence, and to share our uprightness. And I think that is what I learned in Far Eastern University. At that moment, at this very moment while I'm blogging, I'm still sharing my fortitude, I'm still sharing my excellence and uprightness. Because part of this blog is inspiring students, and even teachers. Until my last day in any organization, if it were my last day here, I would still be sharing my FEU within me. Well, if you might ask me, would it be easy? Of course, it is not easy to say goodbye. To say goodbye to a friend, family, relative. It's not easy to say goodbye to an organization that molded you to becoming who you are now. But sometimes, there is a deeper purpose to whatever is happening to us. As I always say, my coming here in FEU wasn't really planned. I didn't really plan this. No? The opportunity came, and then just in a very abrupt situation that I was in an instant, I decided, after discerning what God's plan is really for me. Now, what's my serious take on it? On a serious note, we have to ask, was it easy for Jesus to leave his mother to fulfill his mission? Was it easy for Jesus to leave us, no? To leave us after saving us from our sins, leave us, of course, temporarily, because eventually he'll be coming back and we will be meeting him someday. It's not easy, no? Painful as it is, but sometimes there is a purpose, higher goal why we need to say goodbye. And of course, in any goodbyes, there would always be opportunities to say hellos again. In any goodbyes, there would always be opportunities to say hellos to different people again, new people. And okay, so I hope you learned something from this vlog. So, um, thank you for supporting this vlog. Okay, bye. See you later.